everybody, and welcome to the Makers of Minnesota podcast, where we talk to cool people doing cool things. And today I am talking to Dan Gordon, and we are talking about a subscription box that is really perfect, not just for men, but for women too. It is a beer club subscription box based in all of the cool art that we're seeing at the breweries and their logos. And I'm excited about this because one of the things when you buy a beer in a liquor store and you buy a Minnesota beer, like the label is such a big part of it. You guys are doing a great job of just making us aware of all the cool beer that's happening in the Twin Cities. So tell us about your box.
Yeah, so our box is, basically it's a monthly subscription service or membership that each month we pick a different Minnesota brewery. We partner with them to design a t-shirt, sticker, like a vinyl decal that'll weatherproof and everything. And you get a shirt, a sticker, a little card that has the brewery bio on it, and then also a coupon. So far, the first 2 months have been like a buy one, get one beer in their tap room.
And you guys are an apparel company, Gordon Brothers Apparel, and you make apparel for like your own Minnesota themed things. And I know it's not just Minnesota, but what made you guys decide to go this route in terms of a subscription box?
So we actually, we do make apparel primarily Minnesota related under our brand Minnesota Awesome. And we just, I was actually reading about something earlier this year on how many breweries there are in Minnesota. And
there's like over 200 apparently.
Yep, exactly. So we didn't, it seems like there's becoming one in every neighborhood and everyone kind of has their favorite. And we thought, everyone has their favorite. It's still fun to visit new breweries, try their new beers, see their different atmospheres. And so we thought that this would be a way to encourage people to try different breweries and different beers. And, it kind of collaborate with the brewery, and it encourages new foot traffic in their breweries as well that they may not have seen before.
And the box is, I think it's $25 a box.
28.
28. Okay.
Yep. And that includes shipping.
And do you have to do the subscription, or can you also just buy one-off boxes if you see that your favorite brewery is featured?
Right now, if they're kind of, we pretty much just make enough for the subscribers. But sometimes we do have a few left over at the end of the month if they want to reach out for a specific one. You can cancel or pause your subscription at any time. We make it really easy if you don't want it every month.
So you're branded Minnesota Awesome, your t-shirts, your sweatshirts, your apparel line. You guys have some really fun graphic designs and some that are sort of becoming iconic, I think, in the Twin Cities. The Hey Babe with Babe the Big Blue Ox is one that I associate with you guys. Who started the apparel company? And it's such a competitive business. How do you stand out?
So my brother and I started it in early 2015, just as a part-time. We were both in corporate America at the time, and we just did it to make a little extra money. We were, at the time, there weren't as many people making Minnesota apparel, but we were, so it was a little bit newer. We happened to be at a mall looking at a store, just a tourist shop, and saw, these are great tourist shirts, but we think we'd like to make apparel that was more with the target market being Minnesotans, not necessarily people visiting from out of state. So we decided to use a high quality poly cotton blended shirt and just make funny designs with, I think our Hey Babe was our first or second design. I think the first three were like a Hey Babe, pop versus soda one, and Minnesota Nice, like were first three designs. So then we just started printing some shirts and just used social media to promote them. And then all of a sudden we got in a couple stores and it started taking off. And so then about a year and a half later, we both were able to start doing it full time in 2016.
And do you have one person that's the clever person that comes up with creative stuff, and then you find a graphic designer, or how does the process work?
We do everything in house. So my brother and I came up with the majority of the designs. We're both probably half and half. I mean, a lot of it's sitting around brainstorming. We used YouTube videos to teach ourselves Adobe Illustrator, and
wow. So you guys design it and taught yourself too.
Yep. We try to keep as much of everything in-house as we can. And now we also, one of our full-time employees is also, she works with our, like a warehouse and our online orders, but her name is Kelly. She also does a lot of designing too. She's very talented. So it's able to give her an outlet to use her creativity as well. So it's really a group effort at this point.
Is there a shirt slogan that you thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is selling like this, or something that surprised you?
We have our Lefse shirt, if you've seen that one.
I don't recall it.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, Lefse is a Norwegian. It's sort of, it looks like a tortilla sort of, but it's really thin. Typically we have it over Thanksgiving and Christmas. We put butter and sugar on it and roll it up. And so we just have one that it's cartoon Lefse, and it says "Let's roll." And that one really took off last year when we came out with it. So we have a couple other Lefse products. I was really surprised at how many that sold, but it's a niche, and there's not much Lefse stuff out there, and so people who kind of know.
There's a book about marketing that I'd highly recommend to anybody that's interested in marketing, and it's called Riches and Niches. You find a niche and you're able to exploit it, and it becomes your differentiator, which is always so surprising.
Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Are there shirts that you thought would for sure sell and then just were a total dud?
Yeah, we always have a couple of those. I'm trying to think. I can't think of any right offhand.
That's all right. I just thought maybe there was one that stood out. My husband and I, when we were naming businesses, we had a postcard direct mail company, and he thought that Party Pigs was a really great marketing brand, and turned out it was a total dud. But for every, 10 ideas that don't work, there's maybe one or two that stick and become your money makers.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And we try to come out with, designs we think are good, but a dozen or so, or probably more than that every year, and definitely aren't all winners. Actually, one that really surprised me was we came out with our a pothole design with a pothole in the shape of Minnesota, and that was this year. And I think the design is really good, but we all understand the whole pothole thing, and every spring we get those, but not everybody might want to wear that on their shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we're kind of just coming out of pothole season. All right. So if people want to purchase this or get involved in the subscription box, where should they go?
So just go to minnesotaawesome.com, and there's a link right at the top of the page that just says Brewery Shirt Club box or subscription.
And does it cost the brewery anything to participate other than the offer that they have to provide?
No, it doesn't cost them anything. We partner with them and design it with them, and we promote their brewery on social media though, and kind of in exchange for the use of their designs.
I love it. And you could expand this into other things, like, I don't know, Makers in Minnesota box, and have different makers in the box every month, and a hot sauce club. I think the subscription thing is pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely. Those are great ideas.
All right. Well, it was great to talk to you, and congratulations on your beer box. I think it's super clever, and I wore my shirt proudly that you sent me. So I'm excited to help you promote this. And thanks for being on the Makers of Minnesota podcast.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.